we have contact. I guess so, because, yeah, freaking... Oh, shit. 26, 24. Oh, hey, we could do these.
Then let's do those instead now.
24. Well, I'm already doing something, but... I don't have PS Plus, but I guess you could still stream, apparently. Okay, that's good. Oh, why does he have a crown above his head?
I know it's just now.
Come on.
What was that sound?
Watch. Even though...
What's yellow mean?
Yellow means I can't do it, but...
Huh? They are dead. We've got enemies.
There's a way to do it. Come on. It's like he leaves himself like...
Wanna explain why we didn't go live yesterday? No.
Oh, because I got called in?
Yeah. How many do you have now?
What?
Out of 25, how many do you have?
That's good, actually. So those guys counted. Oh boy, more of them are counting. Is that rations? Good.
I should cut you to pieces.
What? But I was... Oh.
No, you exposed yourself.
But I was proud to... Ow. Ow.
I will make it good. What is that noise?
Okay. Where's the other guy? I don't know where the other guy is. There's a couple guys over there. It's 12 out of 25.
It's always something. What was that noise?
Oh.
Where did they go?
What? There it is. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. That was cool. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, ball and chain. Oh, this weed. Oh, I can't do what's his asking because it's fucking... 15 out of 25. Not too shabby. Oh. Wood. How much wood?
Look around for more guys.
Look around for more fucks. Oh shit. This is an amazing place to go to. Oh, this is how to get rid of it. Oh, I didn't mean to hold it. There.
You're welcome for helping you find this.
Thank you.
And what do you think now about fucking walkthroughs so they could actually help
I
sometimes?
didn't say they don't. Oh, no. Come on.
What is that sound?
Come on over and find out.
I'm best one, Moroso.
Oh.
I will snap your neck.
Fall over it. Oh, or not. 18? Jesus. What the fuck did you do? Babe, why do you have to... Don't change the volume on my phone.
Well, I can never hear you freaking videos because you keep them so damn low.
Holy smokes. Oh. The fuck is that thing? The fuck is that thing? What the... I can't interact with it. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't get it. It's weird. But, I don't know. It outlined it for some reason.
Any more guys?
I think I might have killed everybody in the whole place.
Good looking. Alright then.
Oh, wait, oh, 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. Oh, wait, there's another one over there. Shit. I didn't miss him. Okay, 3.
What did I hear?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Go join your friend. Oh. $4. Oh.
What are you doing? You're not missing a beat, are you? You're not.
I'm not trying to.
And there's 3 more over there.
Where? Oh, shit, there's more. Okay. Now that I know I can't crouch, I have to crawl. Oh, he's way over there. Hey. Get in there. Or should I take a rock? Two rocks. Flora. Why would I want? Oh, if there's no more guys, right?
Telling her to stop contacting Debbie. Contact her, but I told her to keep Annalise quiet. Woo!
But it's all broke.
Yeah, Mia about her. Oh shit. Yeah, and Mia wants to tell her to stop. So why can't she tell Annalise off though?
Oh, and hey, the season's changed since you're here, right?
I just told her, I said instead have Uncle Brick fucking talk to her. Debbie's already, she just tried calling Mia out of nowhere and Mia freaking ignored her. She does, but she recognized the freaking number. I guess she texted, I don't know how, but she's like, what did I do to you? Because she knows that Mia freaking blocked her. Might have been from a different number. No, I just said I thought you blocked her, because she told me she did. She's confused on what. Call. Hey, this call. I feel like Mia should just tell her saying, look, I know you're fucking shit on me.
Oh, that counts. Hey.
So why can't Mia just say, I already know you were talking shit on me? Yeah, and that's when you talk to her mother and have her mother fucking deactivate her phone. And someone should contact the sister then. My phone is not letting me. Because Mia said that she contacted her and she wants
What the fuck is all this?
I'm gonna call her and freaking
Hello? What the fuck is...
I need to keep out of sight.
hold on. Here's my phone call.
Ew.
I promise.
Yeah, earlier he was joking about the horse.
Data fragment.
Hey, what's going on? I told Troy about how freaking Yanelisa's been contacting you, right?
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Data fragment.
Good. Good. Because she shouldn't even be contacting. No, because she was freaking talking hella shit about you.
To access this anomaly.
But the thing is, though, doesn't she realize that I talked to Mia more than she ever freaking wanted to? Yep. Okay. Why is my... Why the fuck is she putting my freaking name out in her mouth again?
Babe, calm down.
Of course I blocked her and got rid of her. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, I did that. You're damn right. Because she's freaking talking hella shit. Yes, but the thing is, though, does she not realize that if she wasn't making up lies about me, there would be a problem? Good. Because, yeah, Troy freaking called me, and he told me that that girl was freaking telling him that I was smoking pot in common ground in the freaking Zen. It's stupid. We went to GQ. Yeah, I didn't. Derek and I didn't get anything, but Troy did. Troy got a freaking soda. Troy got a soda and an ice cream cone. No, he gave me some of the soda, the leftover that he didn't want, and then he gave me the cone part of the frickin' ice cream, so it's all good. It was vanilla with sprinkles, but he gave me the, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, probably. That's what I'm saying, yeah, hey, turn around, you missed the loop. They're playing video games. Yeah, because he's off today because yesterday he was supposed to work 11 to 5, but the store manager himself texted Dad saying, "Hey, it's Matt Ryan. Could you please call me when you wake up?" So Dad calls him and he's like, "Oh, I don't have someone to work the Pepsi spot right now. How would you like to work from 9 to 5 today?" And Derek was like, "Yeah, sure." So he freaking got his stuff on and he had an 8-hour shift yesterday.
I was just trying my best to make it through.
Plus he's working 8.5 hours tomorrow. Yep, then 5 hours, then 5 hours, and then another 5, so he's working 31.5 this week, and next week he's working 29. Good.
Who the fuck is this numbskull?
No, he's not going to try to do anything at common ground. He's one that was just outside.
Mortal wanderer, do you seek honor in the clash of steel? Or... Mortal wanderer, do you seek honor in the clash of steel? Or do you flutter by like a leaf on the breeze?
I don't flutter.
Because like, he used to be in love with me back then.
Do you see your reflection in my blade?
Bird cries from a warrior. Could this be the Daitengu? A shame. The Daitengu was always my favorite yokai.
Like that
this was just...
Yeah, that's what I don't get. And that's the thing too. Did Carol talk to him or no? That's weird because she yeah, she used to talk to him back at, he was there at 991. Like I said. Yeah, and he told you that his name was Daryl, correct? Yep. 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 Let me guess, he had a chubby face. No, he didn't do the glasses part, but he... Yep, chubby face, long beard, fleshy beard, heavier, like skinny, but a fat face. Hartford boy. Yep, that's him. Yeah, I think I know, there were a couple times I was with Derek, and I told Troy about this, and Troy kept telling me he's not gonna. Alright, Dennis. No! Oh my god. Why? He's Randall. Yeah, but yeah. No. It's fine. He is. He's random, but yeah, so just keep your distance if you see him. Just keep your distance from him because I don't know what he's gonna. I don't know what his mindset is. Because Troy even asked him, he's like, "Why would you do that to Krista for?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm in love with her." It's like that was years ago. He was in love with me, but because I think he kept calling me babe, and I'm like, I'm not even your girl. Don't call me that. Remember that his house that day. Don't drop his fucking ass. But every time I'm like, there's times I'm like, Derek, we were at fucking Project one day, and my stomach started killing me, which it usually does. So I'm fucking talking to Derek. I look over. The guy's freaking looking at me up and down, freaking smiling and winking at me. And I'm just like, okay. I told Derek, I'm like, we gotta freaking go. I know, I'm just so tired. But you gotta rest right now, cause
What was that noise?
you just need to. Right, and of course she's gonna. Yeah, she asked for if you turned. She thinks that she could talk shit about you and then act like she didn't do nothing. You just don't contact her anymore now. If she tries to bother you, then you just keep ignoring because. Yeah.
I'll come back.
Oh, you should wait till nighttime. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's just playing video games right now. We're just using today just to relax and play games and shit. But we went for a walk. We were getting ready to turn back around and go home. And Troy called me and he's like, "Hey," do you want to meet up at DQ, all of us?" And I'm like, "Okay." So we ended up going down there. Troy met up with us and he got ice cream. We walked back. good. But yeah, that's alright. Yeah, we're just taking today just to play some video games because with him been working a
I'll come
lot,
back.
he hasn't had much time to really play anything, so I want him to have some time to play his games and just relax. Damn, we just had spaghetti. Oh, we want spaghetti. Oh. Well, that's good. Oh, that's good. You're gonna start going on more walks when you get home? You're gonna start going on more, yeah? Okay. Okay. Yeah, ignore her. Just start, keep blocking the numbers. Just keep blocking the numbers. It's, what? It's damn right. Yeah, just exactly. Just she's gonna probably call you from a bunch of different numbers. Just keep ignoring and keep blocking the numbers. She did the same thing with Derek and I. But again, you turned on her because she was freaking talking shit about you.
I promise to protect all of you.
Oh, man.
That's not funny.
Yeah, you shouldn't because, like I said, all that time she was freaking talking hella shit about you. That day that we went to the freaking thing, she got pissed because she couldn't go. She want and she didn't even want you to join the freaking thing. She kept saying, "Oh, how's their date going?" I'm like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" She's like, "Oh, I need you to be a security guard for Troy," and I'm like, "Nothing's even going on." And she's like, "Oh, I don't give a shit." She's like, "No," she's like, "I don't want any other female besides me around him." Exactly. And that's what I told her. I even said, I'm like, "We're just doing a hangout." And she's like, "Oh, no." She's like, "Not again." And I'm like, "That's not your call." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, it damn well is." Troy told her. Troy put her in her place. Troy's like, "Look, if you're going to keep doing this jealous bullshit, I'm freaking done with it." He even said, he's like, "You need to freaking calm down." And she even, and then I come to find out from Troy that there were multiple freaking times that she was talking shit because I've been stressing out because of what's been going on with the whole Medicaid situation because I need it to survive because my health is bad. And I was telling Troy about it because I'm stressed out. And she's like, oh, she's telling Troy when I'm off the phone, oh, when are you going to get rid of Krista? She keeps talking about Medicaid and it's pissing me off. And Troy's like, look, you do not get it. You can actually work. She cannot. She cannot work because her health is bad. What don't you get? And she's like, oh, well, she's like, well, I could work. You don't see me making excuses. And Troy's like, look, you call out half the time because you don't want to freaking go. You call out of school because you want to be freaking lazy. He even said, he's like, look, she wants to work, but her health is so bad that she freaking can't. You need to understand that. And the whole time, she's telling me one day, she's like, oh, Troy and I talked, and he's on the verge of getting video because of this whole thing. And I'm like, Troy, is that true? He's like, no, it is not true. He's like, yeah, Elise, what the fuck are you talking about? And she's like, oh, she keeps talking about this whole thing with freaking Medicaid. It's getting annoying. And Troy's like, look, girl, she can't work. You need to understand, if she does not have that, she is fucked. No one is going to hire her right now because her health is bad. You need to get that through your head. And I get off the phone because Troy was yelling at her, and he's like, I'll call you later. So he called me back. He's like, yeah, she kept asking when I'm gonna get rid of you because of this whole Medicaid thing. And he even said, he's like, she doesn't even understand. She doesn't have the health issues. And when she does have those stomach pains, she freaking used that as an excuse. But he even said, yeah, we're gonna discuss that, but we don't know when yet. Like, huh? Yeah. Yep. Right.
I don't really know what. Yeah, text him.
Right.
Yeah, text him.
Just ignore it, like I said. Yep. Exactly. Like I said, I know, boys. Yeah, and bad stress can also lead to that on top of it. But yeah, that's what she did to Derek and I. She called him so many freaking times he had to put his phone on airplane mode because she was literally blowing up our freaking phones, calling us over 40 times each, trying to get a freaking hold of us. And then she's freaking telling Troy, oh, when are you going to get the stuff that you told me you were going to buy me? And Troy's like, you really think I'm going to give you anything after what you freaking did? He even said, he's like, I freaking trusted you. So freaking look out for everything. You said that you weren't going to start any shit with Krista, and you freaking did it. And she's like, oh, because she's like, Krista was freaking smoking pot in common ground on the freaking Zen. And he's like, I know that's not true, because I freaking picked her up and brought her home that freaking day.
Well,
He
yeah.
even said, he's like, plus that smell is so obvious. Don't you think the staff would have freaking smelled something if that was the truth? And she's like, well, I freaking witnessed it. And Troy was like, I highly doubt that. He even said, he's like, you're a freaking liar. And Troy even said, Troy's like, I know you've been using my last name constantly. She's like, oh, Krista told you that, huh? She's full of shit. And she's like, oh, you know she's secretly in love with you. And Troy was like, if she's in love with me, then why is she married to Derek right now? Why the hell? And I even told Troy, I'm like, if I was in love with you, then why am I not with you? Why the hell am I not even trying to pursue you? So, even Troy said, he's like, yeah, all these times she kept saying, and he even said, he's like, she was even saying that Derek was freaking convincing me to fucking smoke behind Troy's back. And I even told, and Troy even said, he's like, I know that's not true because Derek does not want to risk losing me. He already knows what's at stake with that. And I even said, I'm like, Derek even told me specifically, he is not going to let me smoke unless Troy gives me the consent. And Troy said he's not going to give me the consent because he does not want me risking getting addicted to it. Because he knows that shit could be addictive. So he's like, I don't want you doing it because I don't want you to start spending money on it and then making Derek start spending money. He's like, it's too bad of a habit for you to be in. He's like, I don't want you doing it. So, but yeah, the whole time though, he was telling me later on, he's like, yeah, all this time she was saying that she freaking wanted you out and you wanted this picture and everything else.
What the? What? Are they fucking wearing melons on their heads? They're fucking wearing melons on their heads.
Do not interfere,
Yeah, man.
stranger. The fate of our melon harvest is about to be decided.
That depends on the sky and not the sort.
For Gen
Even back then, she thought that you constantly wanted to get into his pants and everything. I'm like, she's not even interested in him. Oh, I'm like, I already know these facts are. I told her, I said, I told her, I said, why the heck would she do that knowing that you're with him? She's not going to disrespect you, even though you've done that. And she was like, how did I disrespect her? I'm like,
you fought well.
Went out with Troy, knowing that she used to date him. And
definitely no yokai here.
It's all
Just
fair
two
game.
farmers with a fiery passion for
and I was
melons.
like, no. I'm like, you can't go for toes. She's like, oh, I don't give a fuck. I know. Just take it easy. I know your health is bad. You need to focus on that more than anything right now. You don't need it. I know. I know. You'll be fine. Just try not to freaking worry about her. I know. Like I said, don't let her stress you out, girl. That's what she freaking wants. The more you stress out, it's gonna... Right, that's why you just need to take it. Just take it easy, like I said, just ignore her. What she wants is to get in your head. Don't let her win this. Just keep blocking the calls like I... No problem. Like I said, just keep blocking her. That's all you really can do, because she's in that zone right now that she doesn't give a fuck about anybody but her damn self. Keep blocking her like Derek and I had to do it. Troy had to do it. She's just in a phase right now that she can't accept reality for herself. She can't admit that she did wrong. No, that's why, like I said, just take it easy. Because like I said, as soon as she gets in your head, she wins. You can't let her win with that. That's why I freaking did what I did. Exactly, but she doesn't give a shit. She even said, like I said, she is going to get to her head eventually. So I already know for a damn fact that, like I said, she had everything. She had people that actually cared about her. She had a guy that was freaking there for her 100% on everything. And she freaking took advantage too. She freaking stopped giving Troy gas money. Every single place that she freaking could even bus it for, she kept asking Troy to constantly keep bringing her places. And Troy... Right, and I told her, I said, I know, and I even asked her, yeah. Exactly. And she stopped doing that after a while. So they told her, like, because Troy told her saying, because Troy told her No, because Troy told at the time he was like doing me too constantly. But it's like, there's times like, she would complain about not having any money. But anytime she would get money, she would get like Uber Eats or something like that. And she, exactly, and I even told her, I even asked her about that. She was like, oh, Troy told me I didn't need to. But I was talking to her one time, yeah, she's like, oh, I'm dating him, I don't need to give him anything. And Troy was like, no, you can't be like that. And the thing is, we were at the mall, the last time we were there, she kept saying Troy's last name, and Troy was like, girl, stop using my last name, I'm freaking tired of it. She would not stop, so Troy freaking pushes away from her. He backs away from her. She freaking pushes closer and he's like, girl, back away. And she's like, what? What the hell's going on? He says, I keep telling you to stop using my last name. You're not listening to me. I'm telling you to stop. This is telling you to stop. You need to stop. And then I'm talking to Dad one day and she kept doing it. I'm like, girl, Troy doesn't want you doing that. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Just don't tell him nothing. So I freaking told Troy, he called her up and he's like, what the fuck are you using my last name? This is not my number. She's like, oh, this is the fucking lie. And Troy's like, girl, yeah, people that make stories, but this is a fucking liar. I never freaking did that. I know, but I didn't want to get you involved because I was able to handle it. I told her, I said, look, I know, but I handled it. Every girl, but I even told her, I said, girl, how the fuck am I alive? She's like, oh, you know I never use this last name. I'm like, girl, you do it all the fucking time. Every time I come on the phone with you, you're constantly saying his last name. And she's like, because it was a bad history between him and his father. He never got into detail with me about it. All I know for a fact is that his father was a drunk and a fucking hot. And at the time, the father wasn't helping take care of the kids. He went through a lot of freaking shit. He had to have somebody adopt him at the time, and he wasn't fucking at Hartford. And he has a bad freaking thing with that. And at the time of being at Hartford, it triggered him. He does not like being over there. But he said already the bad history between him and his dad. That he just doesn't like his last name, but now at least didn't give a shit. She kept using his last name. Right. Right. Yeah. Right. I mean, right, because Troy didn't like it, and you know, he kept saying it, and exactly. Right. And there were times that it's like, she even told me, she's like, oh, you know I'm going to impersonate you, right? I looked at her, I'm like, you think that's going to affect me? And she was really trying, she started cursing with him in Spanish, and she's like, and I'm like, what the fuck are you even saying? And she's like, oh, you don't want to know, it might affect you. I was like, I don't freaking speak Spanish. So say whatever the fuck you want to say, and it does not affect me. And she even told me one time, she was like, oh, you don't want me to get mad at you because I'll freaking bitch you out. I'm like, girl, I told her, I said, I'm not even concerned about that. Troy even said, he's like, why are you going to bitch her out for? And she's like, oh, because she keeps complaining about this whole Medicaid thing. And Troy even said, Troy's like, what? If you were in Chris's predicament, you'd be concerned too. She cannot physically work like you can. You need to freaking understand that. And I even told her, I said, how the hell do you even have SSI if you're freaking working right now? She's like, oh, because why can't I have it and that SSI is for people that can't work? You're kidding.
Stop yelling and tell me what happened.
Right. She has a disability.
He was a Our eyes
Yeah,
can
she,
play tricks when we fear for our life.
that's what
Do
she
you
has
have
as
I've been
well.
following the wind,
But
Mama.
I
I
told
have
her, I said, look, I was like, I even told her, I said, look, I understand your situation here, but I told her, I said, if you weren't in my predicament, you would freaking get it. I told her, I said, at least you can work. I physically can't. So what the fuck are you expecting when and on top of that, I might have to have surgery. I was like, Troy might have to help me out, and she's like, no. She's like, I don't want him going to the house. Exactly, and I even told Troy, and he's like, yeah. He's like, if I'm able to help you, I'm gonna help you whether she wants it or not. And that's what even Troy told it. Yeah. If I need anything, I'll do that. But it's like in general. I know, like I said, I'll let you know if anything. I know, I'll let you know if anything, if I need help with anything, but I should be fine as long as I freaking just stay in bed and Derek's gonna help me have everything set up before I freaking go anyway. But I even told Troy, I even told him, I said, I hate not even being able to freaking hang out with you without her getting mad because Troy would pick me up and we would go to the mall and he'd be like, oh, don't tell her that I'm bringing you to the mall. And I'm like, why? He's like, oh, because she's gonna think that you and I are going off to sneak off to fuck. And I'm like, are you kidding me? He's like, no, every single time she knows I'm hanging out with you, she keeps saying that I'm trying to get in your, that you're trying to get in my pants when that's not even happening. And I even told her, I said, what are you, and she's like, oh, I have a feeling that in your past that you did have sex with them. And I'm like, why the fuck, I'm like, where did you even get that logic from? She's like, oh, I just know how you are. And I'm like, you don't even know anything about me. I was like, I told her, I said, I don't fool around with people that I'm not dating. I told her, I said, what, are you trying to say that I'm a whore or something? She's like, no. And I'm like, then what are you trying to say that you're saying that I'm banging Troy when I'm freaking married? And she's like, oh, no, like making excuses about it. And I told her, I said, look, do you have any facts that I'm trying to get with him? Yes or no? She's like, oh, you always want to talk to him. I'm like, girl, it's because you freaking take up all his time. I don't even get to even have a conversation with the guy because you always get pissed. I even told her, I said, same thing with when he's on his break at work. I even said, I was like, you calling me complaining that you freaking can't hear from him on break. He obviously didn't get a chance to take a break because it's freaking busy. You can't always hear from him. And she's like, oh, but he's my man and he should be contacting me all the time. And I'm like, no. I was like, you know he has 2 freaking jobs. He gets home from freaking work and he wants to freaking rest because he has to go to work for the night shift. And he has to do a lot of freaking lifting. And she was like, well, he can still contact me. And I was like, I told her, I said, you're being selfish right now because you're not even looking at him. You're looking at yourself. I'm like, why? I told her, you need to start going to school. And she's like, oh, but I've been tired lately. And I'm like, you're the one that wanted to go to school. Why the hell are you not going? Right. And she's like, oh, it's right. Right? And then she's saying, oh, it's cold. I didn't go out of the house. I was like, why did you freaking sign up for school then? She's like, oh, because I was like, what? Exactly. And she has a freaking heavy coat. But it's like, even when we were gonna go see, like, say when we were gonna go see the Lilo and Stitch movie, right? I think so, I'm not sure when, but she was like, oh, why don't we go to Rave Cinema?
Oh.
And Troy was like, dude, that's freaking $15 per freaking ticket. And she's like, oh, I'll pay for you, but they gotta pay for themselves. And Troy was like, no. Troy's like, we're doing this, oh, speaking of him, hold on. We're doing the freaking three-way call. Yeah, because me and Wait, Mia was literally on the phone with me crying because she freaking tried calling Mia on 2 different numbers as well. Damn right.
They call me Goldhead. Hey, look at his hat. I like the hat.
Wait, sis, what?
Oh, the online currency thing for the store. Oh.
Is his phone gonna get shut off? Alright, good, because
Oh, no, wait, no?
Troy handled it.
It's done. Yeah, it is. Need a fragment.
Wait, why did... Wait, her mom wanted to know who said anything? You could tell her that I freaking did it. I don't care. Let her freaking know. I don't care if she wants to freaking talk shit to me. I'm worried about it. I even told her. Like I said, I told Mia already. Like I said,
You are a student
all I
of
want
Nobutsuna
right
Sensei,
now
are
is
you
for that
not?
girl to get it,
I
because
was sent
right
to
now,
learn from you.
Yasuke,
Sorry.
the warrior.
You
Honored it.
like I said, I already told, like,
a lone warrior defeated the Naginata master. I must duel.
I know,
If it is me
I
she
just don't
seeks,
understand
I
all
shall
this,
oblige.
because I had a feeling
Is
this
that
was
the
gonna
Naginata
happen
master?
too.
He looks
Honestly, I
hurt.
had a feeling this was gonna happen.
Spirit of the living land, strengthen my heart and my sword arm. Aid my search for the samurai named Yasuke, that I might honor my master and... Yasuke, the dragon from beyond the sea. For many months, I have sought you out.
What is your name, miss?
And that's
Why
what
is
I got
secret
mad
love you.
too, was she
Yes,
made
I
up a
am.
lie saying that Troy pushed her, when Troy never freaking puts his hands on females. She even told me, she's like, yeah, Troy freaking pushed me. And I'm like, what do you mean he pushed you?
It will take any and all.
Because this is what happened.
Yasuke, I am unafraid.
Right, because this is what happened. She was at Troy's house one night. She was like, oh, you need to turn off the light on your freaking setting because Troy's doing one of his games and he's not gonna work.
Your front head is loose. Your blade uncentered. Cut with full weight.
Watch him, Jesus.
I asked for intensity. I asked for intensity, not mercy. Again! I asked for intensity.
Unyielding and unafraid.
Yeah, and then she was, oh, Troy
Truly,
freaking
as the
pushed
crane.
me.
to live as a the best.
You're the...
And I even, that's what I even told her, because she's like, oh, Troy freaking pushed me, and I'm pissed, and I'm like, I even told her, I'm like, I don't believe that. She's like, oh, how am I a liar? I'm like, because Troy is not one to put his hands on women. What the hell happened? And she freaking told me, and she's like, oh, I freaking cussed him the fuck out. And I'm like, look, I know for a fact he did not freaking push you. Oh, believe what you want. I know that Troy freaking put his hands on me. She's like, if he does, she's like, and then she's like, if he does it again, I'm gonna contact the police. And I'm like, he didn't even touch you. I was like, but the thing that, yes. But when I got pissed off, when I got pissed off with too, was when Troy was telling me, he's like, yeah. He even said, he's like, listen to this shit. He's like, she freaking, all this certain time, she kept trying to freaking get me to freaking get rid of you. And Troy even told her, Troy's like, look, you don't understand her freaking health issues. Bullshit. Every freaking time that I was talking to her, she kept accusing me of trying to get in your pants.
No one saw that.
And she comes over at me and Derek's house being loud as fuck. And
Hey!
Let's go.
And the thing is, I got mad about was and Troy's like, yeah, she thinks that you're in love with me, and I'm like, no.
Whoa.
And what did she do? Right. Exactly.
There can be no forgiveness for what I have done.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Everybody's against her because it's like...
Of course, it's fucked up.
She's not going to get anybody's respect back, Troy. That's the point. No, she literally, Mikey sent me a freaking text thing that was being said, and she was saying, oh, did you tell Krista I was suicidal? And like, asking me if I freaking told you. And I'm like, because she's trying to guilt me into talking to her. She's using her suicide bullshit to get me to talk to her. Every freaking time she was accusing her of trying to get in your pants like she was doing to me. And she was freaking making up lies saying that I was smoking and that Derek was freaking trying to convince me to do it behind Troy's back. Like I said,
Say Blant. Say Blant.
but why is the staff, why is her staff trying to get a hold of you for? Oh, hold on, Mia just said, what happened? Oh shit, I have to rejoin the call because I acted up. Hold on. Yeah, I acted up because she accidentally hung up. I can't freaking merge the call, so I have to call you right back. Yeah, she's pissing everybody off. Hold on, I gotta make a call. Alright, hold on, I got this. Hold on. There we go. Like I said.
I will be attacked on sight.
Alright, good. Like I said already. She's trying to get the staff to do that, and of course she wants to bring up my name because I turned. But what does she think's gonna? What does she think is gonna happen? Honestly, that Troy's not gonna tell me everything that's going on. That he's gonna freaking keep me in the dark. We all were. So did I. Believe me. We all
Better
were.
to keep out of sight.
Exactly.
Why am I always...
I'm not even. Exactly. And we. No, because I already told her. I said, what the hell is your deal? And she was like, she was literally one day, she freaking stressed me and Derek out because she freaking blocks me over something stupid. Oh, it was about the whole Medicaid thing, and Troy kept telling her. Troy's like, why are you blocking her? And she was like, oh, she keeps talking about this whole Medicaid thing, and Troy's like, because you don't freaking get it. You could work. Krista cannot. Why are you just thinking about yourself? And she was like, oh, I know. And then the last time that her and Troy, the first time that they broke up,
What's over?
she was like, oh, she's gonna freaking make you break up with me, dude. And Troy's like, why do you keep attacking Krista for? And Troy told me that she was freaking saying that I'm a bitch. She was freaking trying to break it, to kind of like interfere in their relationship. And I even told him, like, if I was like that, then why the fuck am I with Derek? I even told her, I was talking to Troy, I'm like, when can I come over and hang out and talk to these old games with you? She's like, oh, she's like, no. And Troy's like, what do you mean, no? And she's like, oh, I'm his girlfriend. I get to decide who comes into that house. And Troy was like, no, you do not, because you don't pay the rent here. Exactly. Exactly. And she was, at the time, she wasn't even giving Troy gas money at all. There were multiple times that...
Too slow, Shinobi.
I know she can shoot. No, that's not what she freaking. That's not what they said. Do you want me to tell what she really said? Okay, this is. You're gonna get pissed at this. Troy beats it out for this because remember when you were talking to that guy on the freaking internet? Well, I was telling her because she didn't understand why you still wanted to talk to him, and I was like, you don't get it. She doesn't want to be herself. She specifically told me, saying, "Oh, if Mia gets raped, I don't give two fucks."
To scare them off.
Yeah, she said that, and Troy was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And she was like, "What are you talking about?" And Troy's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You're freaking saying that you don't care if someone gets raped." And she's like, "I don't give a fuck. She means nothing to me." That's what she freaking said. All on the phone with freaking Troy and myself. And I told her, I said, "Look, she was a victim in the past." And she's like, "Well, I don't care." Yeah, Troy bitched her out. She was saying that if you got raped by that guy, that she would not care. She was even... No, Troy, I didn't tell her. She was even trying to pressure me to go to common ground with her one time. She was like, "Oh, come to common ground with me." I'm like, "I can't because of Daryl." She's like, she's like, "Oh, you honestly need to move on from what Daryl did to you." And I'm like, excuse me.
I'm taking you down.
Because she didn't want to have to deal with them. So she's telling me, "Oh, I'll protect you." I'm like, "Look, I'm not going there. Daryl's going to just be in there." And she's like, "Oh, stop being a fucking puss. You'll be fine." And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "How am I being a puss when I was like, how am I being a fucking puss?" And she's like, "Oh, you went to his house. Troy told you not to." And she even said, she's like, "Even Troy said that you deserved it." And I'm like, "Troy did not say that I deserved it. He said that he was upset that I didn't listen to him, but at the same time, he was pissed about what happened." Exactly. Right. Exactly. I have as well. I mean, Annalise was molested. Annalise was molested by her stepdad, as she claims. I don't even know if it's true or not, because she has no problem being around her stepfather, and she told me that her stepfather molested her. I'm like, if that's the case, then why the fuck don't you feel uncomfortable being around him? She's like, "Oh, because I got over it." No, I mean, even with teens, I'm not over it. Yeah, I still am around them, but not alone. And she's telling...
Activity.
I know. No. Right. Right, and I ended up... And I know, I even told her about Carlos. She was even telling me on the phone with Troy one day. She's like, "Oh, I don't believe that Carlos did that." And Troy's like, "What are you talking about? He admitted that he did it." Exactly. That day was freaking bad. That day, if you had seen Troy, he was freaking blacked out. Because imagine someone following you, because Federico was freaking stalking us, looking through my bedroom, looking through my freaking apartment windows from where I was living at. Yeah. So after Carlos had tried to rape me and I left, somehow Troy has this freaky thing about him where he could tell if something's wrong without even saying anything. He could sense when something's wrong, and I kept trying to hide it. And he's like, "What the fuck happened?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Nothing happened." He's like, "Krista, I can read your body language. What the fuck happened?" I'm like, "Nothing." So at that point, Federico was literally walking back and forth toward my own freaking apartment. Troy freaking look, so I look over at Troy, his eyes go to the back of his head, and I'm like, "Oh." So Carlos and I are trying to restrain him. Freaking Troy almost beats his ass, and Troy's like, "Dude, why the fuck are you over here?" He's like, "Oh, because I want to win you guys back." And Troy's like, "Look, you're gonna risk tearing her incisions." She's like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck." He's like, "I don't give a fuck about that if her incisions tear. I don't give no fucks." And Troy was like, and Troy was freaking pissed. So we go to the mall. The next day, he freaking calls me. And I told him what happened. he literally blacked out on freaking Carlos. He told Carlos that if Carlos freaking touched me again, he was gonna kill him. And so I told him, so he's like, I'm not playing no games with you. And he's like, oh, I don't know why I did that. And I told Annalise about it, and she's like, oh, I don't believe that happened. And I'm like, I told her, I said, why the fuck would I lie about that? And she kept telling Troy, oh, I want Krista out of our relationship. And Troy's like, how is she even involved in our relationship? And she's like, oh, she keeps calling you. And Troy's like, she barely even calls me. You've been calling me every second of the day and not even giving me any time for myself. And she's like, oh, whatever. What? Yeah. No, she kept calling up Troy saying, oh, how's your guys' date going? And why are the doctors prescribing me? People was like, oh shit, Troy had poison. No. But yeah, Troy got fucking hurt. Because even Troy was telling her. Troy was like, fuck, I'm not on your meds. And she's like, oh, I am on my pills. And Troy was like, no. Because the other day, like the last time she was there, she was randomly laughing at something. I don't know what the fuck it was. And she was like, why are you laughing like that? Are you doing something you're not supposed to? And she was like, no, I'm not. I'm actually good. I'm just taking it in. She was like, oh, why are you laughing then? She was like, oh, I'm laughing because I'm just, and she was like, I'm watching a funny YouTube video. She was looking at her phone. She was like, no, you're not watching anything on YouTube. You muttered something under your breath, and I what was it? She's like, oh, it's nothing. So that's when she was, she touched Troy and said, oh, Crystal's giving me a headache because she's too loud. And Troy was like, she doesn't have to say to her, freaking say it. Why are you being quiet? And she was like, Troy, Troy's like, what did you just say? If you have a problem with her, say it to her face. She wasn't freaking doing it. And the last time she was like, Troy's like, yeah. She keeps trying to say that you're the problem, and you're not doing nothing. You're always communicating with me because you're this wall, and she doesn't fucking want. You said she didn't fucking want to around. She said that she does, but then all the time that after she's done them on the phone with her, she keeps saying that she didn't want to around. That all you were trying to do was get in my pants all the time. I'm just like she was freaking funny. And then this one time that Troy actually sniffed it for her. Because I guess she... Right. And Troy got pissed off because there was one time that yes, I'm glad. But yeah, she kept saying shit, and she's like, oh, I was you in Spanish. No, I'm like, I don't understand a word that you're freaking gonna say anything. No, what it was. She didn't say what it was. She didn't say anything because she was me close down the door. She's called, she always used to call me that. But it's just, right, I got mad, right? And I got pissed off. That's why that day when we were at, what was it called? PC Richards, and you asked me why I was blacked out, because you saw me freaking pissed off, and you were like, what the fuck pissed you off? What's going on? It was because of that reason, because you were talking shit about you. I wanted to tell you, but Troy said not to, because Troy didn't want to risk setting you off or triggering you, so he told me not to say anything. But that's why you saw me freaking snap that day. Because I was, yeah. And I got mad because I told her. I said, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she was like, oh, I should have been there too. And I'm like, what? You went with us last time. And she's like, yeah. That's why I told her. I told her. I even told her that. I was like, look. I even told her, I said, look, nothing's even going on, so you need to cut your shit. She's like, oh, what do you mean I need to cut my shit? And I'm like, you need to fucking cut your shit. You don't even know what the fuck is even going on. We just did a hangout and that was it. And she's like, oh, I don't want anybody hugging on my man. I was like, look, that's not your say. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, so what? I'm not allowed to hug him? She's like, oh, only when I'm there. And Troy's like, no, you're not going to freaking be doing that. This is what she was doing. She was staying at Troy's house. And she was constantly keeping the freaking fan on 24/7. It raised up his freaking heat, it raised up his freaking electric bill and his heat bill because she kept constantly using the freaking heat and using AC constantly. So I was like, what? So I was like, what? Why are you putting all my money in the heat for? So I'll help you pay the bill. And so he's like, yeah, most of the time I gotta freaking pay for it. You got your own bill, so you have to pay for it. But he's like, you're not freaking heat bill, and I see. You need to freaking quit it. She was even over here, and there was one time she freaking was going to Troy's house. So she was like, Krista, could you pay $25 not to at Troy's house for my job? And I'm like, why the fuck are you asking me to freaking pay for your Uber for? Oh, I don't have that kind of money. I'm like, girl, you get a lot in SSI, and on top of that, you're freaking working. Where the fuck are you saying that you don't have enough money? Oh, I put most of it away, and the rest of it, I freaking... Right. And I have a feeling she used them for rides and a place to stay, too. Because she was over at me and Derek's house, and she was fine. And then she's acting all weird. And Troy even told her, Troy's like, look, you need to stop talking shit about Krista. And she's like, oh, she's interfering in our relationship. And Troy's like, oh, she's freaking doing this calling, and she barely even calls me. And she's like, oh, I said that she's calling you all the time. And Troy's like, do I need to remind you about how much you call me? You call me way more than she ever has. And she's like, oh, that's different. I'm your girl. And Troy's like, it doesn't fucking matter. And Troy even... No. And you expect if I can't talk, I can't talk.
They'll get what's coming to them.
There'd be times that we want to talk, and I didn't pick up because I was freaking busy and I was feeling good. And I told him many times that my stomach is killing. Like, I don't give up. Wait, I even told her, I said, my stomach isn't broken. Then I'll call you later. Oh, pick up the fucking phone. So I told Troy about it, and the other time that Troy told me, I picked up because Troy told me he should answer the phone because I was outside prior to that, and he wanted to make sure I was safe. So I answered the phone because he was getting irritated because, not because of my stomach, it was because he wanted to make sure that I made it home safe with Derek. So she's like, yeah, and she's like, oh, so you answer for Troy, but you don't answer to me, that's mad fucked up. I was like, look, I only answered for Troy because he wanted to make sure I got home freaking safe because my stomach was hurting, and he wanted to make sure that I get back. She's like, oh, why is he so worried about you for? I'm his girl. He shouldn't be worried about you. And Troy's like, what? I just went to this girl, what do you freaking know? You're not freaking controlling who I'm gonna freaking help take care of and who I'm not. And she's like, oh, bullshit. And Troy's like, well, and she's like, nothing. And Troy's like, that's what I freaking thought. And she, oh, I know, I'm gonna go to DQ. I love my DQ.
You are the abbot?
Yes, the ox.
Yes. I'm ready to see this bastard.
Yeah. Are you gonna start focusing on your diet more when you get back
Who
home?
ordered my ox?
Oh, the
Yeah.
ox.
I know, it's gonna be hard,
Monks
but
of
trust me, when you
Tanjosa,
start
handle
losing
your
weight,
law with
it's
my
gonna
money.
feel a lot
You
better.
have to. How? What did you with my daughter?
I'll be seeing
It's
you
all
soon,
good.
Ox.
We're fine.
Lord
It's so
Tadashige.
Troy already
He
freaking
tried to
took care of
shelter
it.
these monks.
Troy already freaking
Knows
told
the Ox.
the people
I need to
about
free
it.
him.
Troy
He
already
could
told
tell
her
me
mom
more.
what's going on about how she's harassing you. And yeah, she wanted to know how you found out what was going on, and Troy didn't want to mention my name because Troy knew she would start attacking me again. And I'm like, what are freaking doing? I don't give a fuck. What are freaking attack me? What's that gonna freaking do to me? Nothing. So did I. Like I said, I'd be cared about it. Seriously.
What could that be?
Look. I know. Like I said, I know she does. Because when I was talking to freaking Troy was getting pissed a couple times because it's like Troy said to her. Oh, good. Was she liking the job? Good. Yeah. Oh, I bet, but it's better than where she was at the IOL. She told me all about that.
What do I have to deal with?
She told me that she was having nightmares because of what was going on and shit. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, she told me about that. But my mom,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I was saying, but yeah, Elise was like, it's a, but yeah, like a choice that he freaking told, yeah, Elise's mom about what was going on, and yeah, she wanted to know how you found out, and I told Troy, I'm like, why didn't you say it was me? He's like, because, he's like, she was gonna start attacking you, and I don't need that. I'm like, what if they're gonna attack me? I'm not freaking scared. I'm not freaking scared. But Troy already told me. No, Troy. Right, and I even told Troy, and Troy's like, look, he's like, your health is already bad enough as well. Both of our health is bad right now. Drama. And even on a different number, right? Right, as long as she doesn't care about anybody by herself. She doesn't care about anybody by herself, I'm telling you. She freaking looks at herself before anybody else. It's disgusting. And Troy even told her too. Troy even talked to her too. Oh yeah, and I even told Troy. I was like, yeah, what the hell's going on? He's like, oh, I talked to her mom about the situation. And her mom even told her, because I guess, what's it called? She was trying to get the staff to freaking call, to convince them to convince Troy to call her. Troy's like, I didn't know what she's freaking doing. And her mom was even telling her in Spanish saying, you just don't freaking get it, do you? You don't freaking get it. People don't want to talk to you. Stop freaking contacting people. And she was
We
telling her
should
mom
go to
saying,
the tower,
oh, I just live in
overlooking
Mead
Meek
Mead.
Castle.
What the hell is she
We
talking
can have
about?
a
And
better look
Tori's
from
like,
there.
yeah, she freaking was. So he even told her mom, her mom specifically, saying all the time she was freaking talking shit about Mia and saying that she was trying to get in my pants and everything. And freaking her mom was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, oh, that's just how I felt. And her mom was like, look, you pushed everybody away. You need to freaking understand and own up to what you've done. You don't need to deal with that. No, you need to just focus on your health right now. I know. Oh, I know. She's gonna think that you're not over it. She's gonna use that as a way to keep. And that's what pissed me off too when it came down to that guy, because I know you didn't want to be by yourself at that point. And I told her, I said, you need to stop this freaking thing. And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, look, the guy's respecting her and saying that he's going to go along with what she wants, just do it. And he's like, well, if she gets raped, I don't give two shits anymore. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, oh, she needs to freaking understand. I'm like, girl, you were in that same situation that you didn't want to be by yourself either. So what the fuck is your excuse? And she's like, oh, well, that guy, I'm like, that guy's actually being respectful right now, so you need to knock the fuck off. You need to stop interfering in something that doesn't involve you. And she was like, oh, whatever. And that's when I found out that she freaking made you freaking block him. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? And she was like, oh, he's a threat. I'm like, what? He's respecting her wishes. I'm the one that's monitoring everything going on. And she's like, oh, I know more about this than you do. I'm like, girl, I went through more than you even fucking know about. I was like, we already had a plan and everything, and you freaking just interfered with it. And she's like, oh, whatever.
Oh shit, she got me.
Oh boy. Okay, so already. Okay, so. Right. Yeah, before dating anybody, you need to focus on. You need to focus on your health, especially with your diet, because again, Troy doesn't want anything to happen with your health with that. He's concerned with that. And you've been doing your therapies every month, right? Good. That's good. And I mean, you are now, but for a good reason this time. It's because of your health right now. You need that.
Look,
I am for you.
I support
What
when
you're
Good.
at so we to
Oh,
kill.
yes, because I have a feeling that other
Chasing
Groupon
Lee's
was
on a
freaking
giant warrior
triggering that
who
a lot
calls
in you
himself
too.
the Ox.
our spies will think we're going easy on them. I will tell
Yeah, I
them.
even freaking told Troy about that, and he was freaking pissed. He was like, "That's not freaking right." Because exactly, and they're not supposed to do that. But hell no. Damn.